Hey guys, it's Richard at Altfins with another daily update. Today we're seeing some pullbacks here, which oftentimes happen when we get to a critical resistance area. As an example is Binance, which is down 5%, but it did reach $500, and that's a critical level. It's a critical level for a couple of things. If we go to our curated chart, which I advise you to certainly use as a tool, as you can see, Binance has been trading in a down channel with a series of lower highs and lower lows. And now, most recently, it swung back up to about $500 level, which is both critical as a horizontal resistance area, because that's where in the past a lot of the price activity has happened. In the past it was a support level, but once broken the support has become resistance, which is a concept called polarity. Previously it was also a resistance zone, right? And so the $500 is a very important psychological horizontal resistance area. On top of that, it lines up with the resistance trend line of the channel down pattern. So it's a stiff resistance, which is what we also indicated in our description of the trade setup here. So we're looking for a breakout, hopefully a bullish breakout, but it hasn't happened. In fact, the opposite has happened so far. The price had actually been rejected by the $500 resistance area and is pulling back, likely to pull back to that 200-day moving average at least, and then make another attack. So these pullbacks happen particularly around the resistance areas. Today there's noticeable price action in a few of the coins that are trading up. So again, when the market is down and there's a few coins trading up, those few coins are worth our attention and perhaps digging in and finding out the reason why, and is that a reason that is potentially a sustainable tailwind for that particular coin. So to find coins that are trading up, first of all, I typically do a market cap cutoff, let's call it at $1 billion, which gets us to about 95 coins left on the list. So about top largest 100 largest coins by market cap. And then we can actually just sort them here by price change and see which coins are outperforming. Here's IOTX, here's Cardano, and a few others. Not many, but the few that are here are worthwhile exploring. Here, Cardano, it's broken above the $1.50 level today, and that's another stiff resistance area. We saw that it was rejected recently at that level, and now it's making another attack. If we look at the curated chart, we also note that that $1.50 is an important resistance area. One positive price action development was the breakout of the channel down pattern recently, after which the price is kind of trading in the sideways action. Again, the $1.50 is a critical area, so watch for break above that. Is there any news that's driving the positive price action today? If you click on the news area, you can read some of the news here. Looks like there's some talk about some scaling plans that the project has announced. So you can read the news, an article on that topic here as well. And if it does actually break above that $1.50, I think that it's likely, we can make a case that it's likely to revisit the 200-day moving average of $1.82. 200-day moving average tends to be a resistance zone when approaching from below, or a support zone when price is approaching from above. So in this case, the price is approaching from below, so it is typically a resistance area. And so I'd say if we break above the $1.50, we're likely to have some potential 20% upside until we get to that 200-day moving average. It is starting to turn around. As you can see, the short-term trend is up, the medium and the long-term trends are still down. So we're seeing some improvement in the short-term trend. Like I said, it's gone from a downtrend to about a sideways action. And so this could be a beginning of a trend reversal, particularly if we break above and close the $1.50 level. Now, I mentioned the 200-day moving average as being a very critical either resistance or support area. So let's go ahead and explore further, maybe build a market scan that will find all those coins that are above the 200-day moving average, but not only above that, but recently crossed above the 200-day moving average. Because a price could be above the 200-day moving average and maybe it's there now for weeks or months. But what we're really interested in is situations where the price had just recently crossed above the 200-day moving average, because that's a resistance area, and it's done that in the last 5 days, 5 intervals. Intervals in this case, because we are on a daily time interval, an interval is essentially a day. So let's look at those coins that have done that in the last 5 days. You could look for even more recent crossovers by selecting 1 or 2 intervals, but I'm going to go ahead and use the 5 intervals. All right, so we have 51 coins that have had a recent cross above. So we've got some of these are stable coins, so let's go ahead and ignore them, but we've got Yearn Finance here, KAVA. Let's go ahead and look at the trends here among the results here. We've got typically, as you can see, when the price crosses above the 200-day moving average, that's an indication of a potential bullish trend or bullish trend, onset of a bullish trend. As you can see, in some cases, in many cases, the near-term or short-term trend has turned bullish. For example, in the case of KAVA, strong up, but the long-term trend is still down. So this looks like an early indication of a bullish trend reversal from down to up. Yearn Finance similarly as well. Seller Network is on that list as well, Ocean Protocol and others. We can look at the charts and these as well as, so again, Yearn Finance, recent break above the 200-day moving average. KAVA as well, about 4 days ago. Seller Network also broke above the 200-day moving average recently. Now the price has pulled back to that level. Could be an interesting buying area now at the 200-day moving average. So this is, I think, a good way to find some of those early potential turnarounds or reversals by looking at the price breaking above the 200-day moving average in the recent 5 days. I hope this helps everyone. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us at invest@altfins.com. Good luck trading. We'll talk tomorrow.